As you can see, I have never attempted a game of 18-hole offline golf, so that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I've jumped into a game of random seed 18 holes, and I'm going to see what kind of score I can get.
Nice shot.
Now, I don't necessarily have a goal for the match today, although I do think a score of minus 18 would be pretty decent, I would say. Getting an average of a birdie a hole or an average of like 50 points in an online game, I would be satisfied with that. And that's a pretty good way to start off the match with a -2 score. Although, let's be honest here, it was hole 1 with 0 wind, so I think I would expect myself to make that, to be honest. So always appreciate a chip and eagle, but I think that's to be expected here, so can't gas myself up too much for that. Now moving on to hole 2 here. I do think that the first 9 holes are going to be a lot harder than the last 9. Obviously, Resort is harder than Classic. So if I only score, let's say, like -8 on the first 9, I won't get worried about my overall score. As I roll just a little bit past the hole there. Would have been a nice hole-in-one, but just couldn't quite get the angle right there. And yeah, like if I can get -8 on Resort 9, getting 10 under on Classic 9, it's really not that hard, I would say. I mean, yeah, it is going to be difficult, but you do have holes 12, 14, and 18, so a lot more opportunity on Classic 9. And moving on to hole 3 here. Hopefully I didn't adjust too much. I don't want to clip the tree. But it looks like we will clear it just fine. And landing on a pretty decent spot on the fairway. I've got a pretty good angle to go through the trees here. And you know, I will try to curve my shot to the right, see if I can miss the bunker and roll onto the green, but I really don't think I'm going to have enough power. Especially with a little bit of a headwind. And yeah, that wasn't even close. Obviously, if I could have gotten more power there, you see what I mean? I would have rolled onto the green and then had a chance to putt for an eagle. But no problem, it was always a long shot. For this chip, I'll just go 3 dots. Ooh, can't quite get the chip and eagle there.
Nice approach.
Looked like the green bounced my ball just a little bit to the right. But -1 from this hole, it's not too bad. And moving on to hole 4, this is where things are going to start to get pretty tricky. I mean, realistically, holes 6, 7, 8 are by far the hardest sequence of 3 holes on this 18-hole game. But hole 4 not the easiest either, so if I can get away with only dropping like 1 or 2 strokes from now until hole number 9, I think I'll be pretty satisfied with that. Now for hole 4 here with 17-mile-an-hour wind, can't give it too much power.
Nice shot.
That might be too much. Okay, that was way too much. I mean, somehow backspun onto the green. That was a pretty poor chip. I would say that's probably my first mistake of this game. Okay, that wasn't even close.
Nice par.
So that's unfortunate because just trying to math this out, I think I can still get a par on one more hole up until hole number 9 to be at -8, which is what I said I wanted to be at after 9 holes.
Nice.
Problem is there's still 6, 7, and 8. So I can only par one of those if I still want to stay on pace. Although an eagle here, that would help quite a lot. And the wind is pretty favorable at the moment. So maybe we can get onto the green here, putt for an eagle.
Nice shot.
And we do make it very far actually onto the green.
Nice on.
Too bad I adjusted for the wind incorrectly. It didn't carry me as much as I thought it would. And this by no means is going to be an easy eagle here. Ooh, but I do sink that very nice putt.
Eagle.
So that's a great eagle. It gives me a little more of a cushion. And currently on -6 after 5 holes. It's a great score. Really unfortunate to drop a stroke on hole 4. But let's focus on 6 here.
Nice.
It's not my favorite pin position, but we can definitely work with it. Anytime you have the hole placed on the left, always try to get yourself on this general area of the fairway. That way you can go through the first 2 trees up ahead. And if you get precise power, you can actually clear this big bushy tree that's guarding the green and then backspin towards the hole.
Nice shot.
So there we go. I gave it enough power to clear over the top of that tree and added backspin to bring me back close towards the hole. So that is a great birdie there. I will take -1 off of hole 6 any day. And here we go, hole 7. Pretty wind dependent. And it looks like it's only 9 miles an hour, so definitely another birdie chance here. Now I do wonder about the power here.
Nice shot.
Okay, that's actually
Nice approach.
an interesting shot because, so number 1, I did try to get backspin. So if I had gotten backspin, it would have been a really good shot. However, as you see, my ball didn't get backspin after that first bounce, but instead I hit the flag, which is really lucky for me because if I hadn't hit the flag, my ball would have just flown past the green onto the rough. So I did mess up my shot there, but I was saved by the flag, which is pretty good news, I guess. And on -8 here, which is where I wanted to be after 9 holes. So I'm on really good pace so far. Move on to hole 8 with very strong wind, so pretty good thing that I've been able to build up a little bit of a cushion for myself in terms of the score. From here though, I think just 3.5 with the 5 irons probably what I want.
Nice shot.
That's a little bit light, but it should still be fine. Okay, ends up being a little bit too much.
Nice.
Not a big deal. We're within 20 feet here. Although hole 8, notoriously hard green. Ooh, but a very nice putt there.
Nice birdie.
And a great birdie on hole 8. So on to hole 9 here. I do have a chance to finish the first 9 with -10, which is going to be like above the pace that I was hoping. I mean, I did say at the beginning of the video I don't really have a goal, but I also mentioned that to get 18 under after the match is, I guess that is considered a goal. So as the holes go on here, I'm kind of thinking about my current score in relation to what I would be at the end of the game. Just kind of thinking ahead, see if I have to clutch up on any shots or if I have, you know, a little bit of a cushion. But hole 9 here, I want to adjust a little bit just because the green is probably going to roll me to the left.
Nice shot.
And I don't think that's going to be enough. And it's not quite enough power to get over the hump there. Ooh, but once again, a good putt there.
Nice birdie.
So I'm definitely saving myself here with some decent putts. And that is going to leave me at 10 under after resort 9. So here we are onto the back half of the golf course. I do think I can maintain this pace.
Nice
Because like I said earlier, and as you guys know if you've played this game before, Classic 9 a lot easier than Resort 9. Now it is wind dependent though, like you can pretty often get eagles on 12, 14, and 18, but they are very much wind dependent.
Nice shot.
Same with 17. Very wind dependent on
Nice
if
on.
you can get a birdie or not.
Nice birdie.
But a birdie on hole 10 here, that's to be expected. Looks like we only have 2-mile-an-hour wind. I will definitely try to line it up for the hole-in-one.
Nice shot.
Oh, that is a little bit unfortunate. Let's see if I can still save it here. Okay, very nice. Good fringe putt to save birdie.
Nice birdie.
I say that was unfortunate because it kind of was, but it was also kind of my fault, like a little bit of a skill issue there. I should have known. I should have thought about this happening before I took the shot and adjusted my aim just a little bit off of the pin. So, in a way, a skill issue, also in a way a little bit unfortunate, but it doesn't matter as I save birdie there.
Nice shot.
Hole 12 here, no wind. Pretty good chance at an eagle. I think if I were to miss this eagle, I would consider that to be dropping points. Just because the eagle with no wind is fairly easy here.
Nice shot.
Okay, so good enough approach for a eagle putt. I should have left the aim stick straight, in hindsight, obviously. I did think when I hit the fairway it would bounce me off to the right because it normally does that, but I guess the position where I was at, more on the left of the green, the fairway bounce to the right isn't as aggressive. Hopefully that made sense. If you've played this hole, or hole 12, you definitely know what I'm talking about. If not, you probably just think I'm crazy. Don't really want to give it too much power here, but
Nice
gotta make
shot.
sure I clear the bunker. Oh, beautiful. Very nice hole in one there.
Hole in one.
And that's a great way to pick up more points. Just add to my cushion. I do think at this point, minus 18, which was my original goal, is, I don't want to say it's a lock, but it's kind of pretty much a lock.
Nice shot.
We do have favorable wind here on hole 14. So again, similarly to 12, if I miss this eagle, I will consider that dropping points. Because I think at this point, eagle is expected, I suppose.
Nice shot.
Okay, didn't get the win right there. But power-wise, it was pretty good. So I do land kind of in line with the hole. There is some topography to deal with. And just poor wind adjustment there. Ooh, and a nice putt there. 2-sink eagle and get another -2 added to our score. So currently on minus 18 with 4 holes left to go. The current world record for 18 hole is, I think it's minus 34, set by Alnick 001. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of him. If you haven't, he's a very good golfer. The world record video is on his channel. You can check that out if you are interested.
Nice
Now that is
shot.
a set seed, and not to take anything away from him because minus 34 is still incredibly difficult. But there is a difference between set seed and random seed when you're playing 18-hole golf. Because if you're unaware, what you can actually do is anytime you're playing an offline game of golf, if you pause and press restart, it will give you the exact same wind conditions and hole placement. So what you could potentially do if you just want to get like a really good score, play through the match a couple of times, remember the wind, remember where you have to chip, and then on your final playthrough you'll probably make a lot of chips, getting a really good score. Now today I've just done random seed. I might dabble with set seeds in the future, just so I can get like a really good score. I think having like a minus 30 or something like that as your personal best, like down at the bottom there, that would be pretty cool. Now this is interesting, hole 16 and wind, that's not going to allow me to take the shortcut.
Nice shot.
So I will have to go around, making the birdie a little bit harder, but not impossible at all. Though I might have gone a little bit too far here, let's take a look. And no, I still think I can clear the trees here.
Nice shot.
Okay, that scared me a little bit. I thought I might clip the tree. But in the end, pretty good approach. And I was worried about the micro putt there, I cannot lie. But I do sink a nice birdie on 16 without taking the shortcut. Moving on to the second to last hole, 17 here. I'm on minus 20. Better than I thought I was doing, to be honest. I didn't think I would hit minus 20 on a random seed, let alone get it this early on. So I am definitely satisfied with my performance here, but still 2 holes left to focus on, so can't get ahead of myself too much. I'm not sure here if full power is necessary because the wind is pushing me back a little bit.
Nice shot.
Let's try that. Okay, well, didn't get the wind right anyway.
Yo, you wanna see some real speed, bitch? I'll show you some real speed.
And of course, whether it's a glitch or it's a genuine part of the game, my ball rolls way past 17 green when it's on the right side. When you're on the left side of the green, the ball doesn't roll as much. I'm sure you've experienced that. Like I said, no idea if it's a glitch or if it's actually how this hole is meant to be played, but it does make it a lot harder, I'll say that. I'm debating between chip and putt here. I'm honestly not sure at this point. I think par is probably the outcome either way, so I'll just putt it for fun. It was kind of far off. I guess for a fairway putt it wasn't too far off, but maybe I should have chipped it thinking about it now because I'm still 14 feet away. Alright, but I do sink the par putt.
Nice par.
So I'm going to maintain minus 20 going into the very last hole of this game. If you've enjoyed this video so far, let me know. I normally post like online content of the global play, but if you enjoy this type of online golf, let me know. I can make more of it in the future. Now, hole 18 here, cannot take the shortcut. Or it's not necessarily a shortcut, but just can't take the usual route.
Nice shot.
A little bit unfortunate. I mean, eagle here would have got me to a really nice minus 22. But the RNG decided not on the very last hole, which is fine. I can still get birdie here for sure. I'll just need a pretty good chip from here onto the green.
Nice
That
shot.
might be too much. No, it was not too much. Didn't quite get the wind right either, but I'm only 8.5 feet away from the birdie putt. So this is the last hole of the game. This putt is for minus 21. And I do think that birdie on hole 18 to finish things off.
Finish. New record.
So there it is, minus 21. As you can see, it's a personal best because obviously I have never even attempted an 18-hole game before. And here it is. Let's take a look at this. 2 pars there, 1 on 14, 1 on 17. Obviously, if I had birdied those, I would have had a better score. But I also did get that hole-in-one on 13 and that eagle on 5 and 1 actually. So I suppose in the end it all evened out. Minus 21, I'm honestly very happy with that for a random seed. I know there are players out here who can get like minus 25, minus 26, minus 24 on random seeds. Those players are cracked, but for me, satisfied with minus 21. And check this out, looks like I just got a new special item that I didn't even know was possible. I mean, I've seen people wear this online, but I had no idea how to get it before, but to be honest, probably never gonna wear this. Actually, you know what? I will wear it. You know what? I'll wear this for one video. The next video that you see me posted, or the next one that you see on my channel, I will be wearing this outfit, because why not? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video.